Well, if you've been to the grocery store lately, you know your bill is much more expensive than it was last year.
That's exactly right. As inflation rates rise, our dollars are just not stretching as far, right? By definition. So we decided to look at just how much food we get for the same amount compared to last year. And there's our shopping bill. Let me break it down for you. In July of 2021, you could walk into a grocery store with a $50 budget and walk out with this. It includes a 2-pound whole chicken, 3 pounds of ground beef, other basics like a dozen eggs, gallon of milk, plus fun treats like soda and coffee. This year, though, $50 means that list is getting slashed. Certain items, of course, becoming less affordable. Goodbye to the coffee. And what else did we have on there? Soda. Goodbye to the good stuff.
All right, so for some advice and how you can save now, Roy Paul joins us. He is the executive director of Sense Ability, spelled C-E-N-T-S ability.
Love
People
the name.
at
Makes
home
a lot
can't
of
see
sense.
that. It does make a lot of sense. Roy, welcome. It's good to
Thank
have
you.
you here. You know, one of the things that I pay close attention to, because we have bakers in the household, we go through a lot of eggs, the price of eggs. So this is interesting. You know, a carton of eggs last year cost an average of $1.64 last year. And today, you're only getting half of that for the same price. So is that the case with most things at the grocery store, or are some food products going up more than others? Because it feels noticeable all around.
Yeah, it really depends on demand, and that's shrinkflation, right? The same thing that you would have purchased, the same price, just less quantity of the same thing. And that's because grocery stores are trying to make sure that they don't lose money as things get worse. So things have gotten more expensive. You know, eggs have gone up 33%, flour 19%. And we as a society have to learn how to manage that, because there's nothing we can do about inflation as an individual for a family. You just have to make sure you can navigate it.
We know that wages have increased somewhat, but not enough to keep up with inflation. So on our mock grocery list, we took off the soda, we took off the kind of sugary drinks, the treats. Is that the right calculation? What approach should people make as they head to the grocery store and they're trying to make their dollar go a little further?
Yeah, you know, we have a problem in this country where if you have a job and you're fortunate to make a decent living, you don't really think about not having a job. So you spend and you spend, and then you lose your job and you go, holy crap, how do I navigate this new normal, right? So I always advise people, don't wait until you lose your job to navigate a new budget, right? Live today as if you lost your job tomorrow.
And a key piece of that budget, 20% of your monthly cash income should go to savings. Is
I
this
love
a good
that you
general
said
rule?
that. Do not touch 20% of whatever you bring in after taxes. And that's a critical point, because that's your nest egg in the event that something were to happen.
So what are some other tips for people who are looking to save what they can? You know, folks don't want to think about what it might be like if they lose their job, but what are some things you think that they can do to kind of prepare themselves just in case?
Yeah, you know, for me, I always say make a list before you go to the grocery store, for example. You know, how many times have you purchased something only to get home to realize you already had it?
Yes, 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 guilty.
Yeah, so make sure you make that list, and don't be afraid to look at store brand items, right? There are a lot of people, they get very bougie when they go into the grocery store.
Yes, I don't want to take that back. Who knows what quality that is,
365,
right?
never heard of it.
Exactly, and so there's really nothing wrong with doing that, and also check the expiration date. There are a lot of people who do their groceries at Whole Foods and big box stores. They do very good jobs at making sure things don't expire. But if you are not shopping there and you're at a corner store or like a bodega, that some people call them, they're more susceptible to having items that are expired. So make sure you look out for that.
And let's not forget, you get manipulated in a grocery store. All the key items are in the corner. And all the stuff you don't need is in between.
Right.
And the
So you have to walk past
sweets
them.
are at the aisle.
Yes. So, you know, go in with a mission mindset, make your map, have your list. Roy Paul, thank you so much for coming in and helping out as well. We appreciate it.